the system.
Afternoon, everybody. GriffXT is finally back. Good to see everybody. Just wanted to jump in here. It's been a while since we've had a GriffXT. between me moving and business and different stuff like that, we've been out for a few weeks, but we're back. We're going to be streaming every Thursday at this same time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, to review the night before's NXT. We've got a lot of exciting things coming up on our channel. Of course, you can always catch our main show on Saturday nights at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, where myself, Go Home Wrestling Show, and D-Shep will provide all our takes on the week that was wrestling. Also, we were invited to join the Twitch Wrestling Network, teaming up with great guys like MMPR Mastodon, Gritty Urban Saga, B Ferris TV, Timmy Big Guns 36, Cal L of Awesome, and Artemisia Studios. Make sure you go and follow all those guys. With all that said, we're going to jump right into it. Starting out the show, NXT last night. I'm always excited for NXT. It's my favorite show, best wrestling show going on in WWE right now. Starting out the show, we had the War Raiders going against UE Undisputed Era for the tag team titles. I've been excited for this matchup. War Raiders have been a team that has been solid throughout the independent circuit, finally coming over to WWE and really given the Undisputed Era somebody worthy of challenging them. So super excited for this matchup. It was a great back and forth match between the two teams. Solid wrestling all the way through this match. It's what tag team wrestling should be about. So I thoroughly enjoyed this match. Getting to the end of it, I had a feeling that they weren't going to have any kind of clean win on this. They end up bringing Bobby Fish back, who's finally healthy, to come in and attack War Raiders with a chair, presumably setting up for something to happen come time for War Games. We'll have to get into that a little bit later. From that match, we moved on to see Shayna Baszler go against Britt Baker. This was a match that really didn't even stand a chance. Baszler came in and dominated right off the bat, unbelievably attacking Britt Baker's arm. Going after it and then doing a stomp on it. Britt Baker breaks into tears. The ref calls the match to stop. Baszler comes back and stomps on the arm again before she walks out, showing her dominance again, and she's ready to go after Kairi Sane for the title at Women's Evolution. It's kind of a poor showing for Britt Baker. I know they brought her on expecting her to do some big things, but so far in the two matches she's had, they've really just kind of put her on a shelf and made her look weak all the way through. So I'm expecting a lot more from Britt Baker, but at the same time, you cannot count out Shayna Baszler. She has been impressive all the way through. From that match, we moved on. Just a side note on this, that Baszler and Kairi Sane matchup coming up at Women's Evolution. Do not be one bit surprised if that match does not end up stealing the show at Women's Revolution. NXT is going to go in there to prove a point that they are the real deal, and much like 205 Live did at Super Showdown, look for Women's Evolution to take over, or NXT to take over Women's Evolution. Hey, Go Home Wrestling Show, good to see you, my friend. After the Baszler and Britt Baker match, we got in to see Lacron and Birch taking on Bing and Rocky. I agree completely. I think Shayna is going to become the first two-time champ. One more run before she gets moved up to the main roster. In this match, Bing and Rocky came out. They are part of the Performance Center program. They're just now really getting their start inside WWE. They have had success in the independent circuit. But more or less, this was just to show Lacron and Birch pure dominance and how good they are as a tag team. They came into this match completely dominated this match. I kind of hate it for being in Rocky. Get 'em Jones saying it there. They're looks like money. They are a fantastic team. They definitely looked weak in this one, but that's to be expected in your first matchup. I do expect big things from being in Rocky going forward, but more or less this one was to put Lacron and Birch over. Now that Birch is back and healthy, they want to form another tag team to get up there and be able to battle with the likes of the War Raiders, Undisputed Era for sure. And then there's a few other tag teams like the Street Profits and stuff that we're not hearing much news from yet. But it was a great, dominant performance for these two guys, and I can't wait to see them get back to being on the level of fighting with Undisputed Era. From that match, it moved on to the main event of Bianca Belair and Nikki Cross. I'm always excited every time we see these two face off with each other. They have such a great chemistry. They always put on great matches. And right now, Nikki Cross is just knocking it out of the park with her character overall. Holding this secret in about how she knows who attacked Aleister Black. Bianca Belair coming in, still undefeated. And just a little note here I put down. Bianca Belair is somebody you don't hear a whole lot about throughout the rumor mills and all this other stuff. But she's probably one of the biggest talents there is across the board. She is fantastic. There's a reason she's undefeated, and look for her to have a huge future. In this match, there was a lot of back and forth. These women took it to the outside. Nikki Cross was able to kick out of the Belair bomb. Just such a chemistry to where they can work on. It was actually one of the greatest matches I've seen in a long time from any women on any show. Get 'em Jones saying, can we see this match again in Evolution? I wish, man. So far, every time they have faced off against each other, we have not had a clear finish. So what I'm hoping for is they do get added to the Evolution card, take some of these legends off preferably, and add this kind of talent to that show. And finally, maybe we get a clear winner one way or another. In my opinion, they need to book it as Bianca Belair winning this feud. But once again, we're in the middle of this fantastic match. It's got you on the edge of the seats, and the lights go out. As soon as the lights come back on, Aleister Black is sitting in the middle of the ring, staring at Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross then starts to roll around, laughing, yelling she's got a secret. Black holds his hands up and tells her to come here, and it was almost like Nikki Cross went into a trance just following him. She came up to him. He told her to tell me now. Nikki Cross leans up to the ear of Aleister Black, whispers in his ear, and you could just see the rage on Aleister Black's face. She told him whoever the attacker is, and he got so enraged, and that's when the show cut off. Here's my take on this whole deal. There is a lot of stuff going on in the background. Rumors flying about who attacked Aleister Black. And everything I'm seeing is it's Ciampa or it's Lars Sullivan, etc., etc. In my honest opinion, this is just my take on things. Who was in the match leading up to the championship title? It was going to be Black, it was going to be Ciampa, and it was going to be Gargano. Gargano was so focused on getting to Ciampa. I really think this is going to turn out to be Gargano turned on Black, injured him, so he could get that one-on-one opportunity with Ciampa, which he inevitably failed at TakeOver Brooklyn, which makes me super excited. I think a Gargano Black feud could be something spectacular. The only thing I think they could elevate this is somehow getting Cole into the mix as well. But I'm sure that's coming down the line for a title run. Get 'em Jones saying Gargano would make for the best storyline. I agree. There's more meat to that than if you went with Ciampa. It would get Ciampa over better as a heel. Not that he's not doing a phenomenal job. He's the second best heel in the entire industry right now. But Gargano, it kind of leaves that door open. Is he going to be heel? Is he going to be face? Where is Gargano going? And it seems like it's all up in the air right now, depending on how this story unfolds. My hope is it is going to be Gargano against Black. I think that's going to be a phenomenal storyline and great setup. Guys, that's going to do it for us. We're just going to do, usually it's going to be about 15-30 minutes reviewing NXT every Thursday. Be sure to tune in. Be sure to catch our show Thursday nights, 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And be sure you click on the Twitch Wrestling Network. Go out there, follow everybody in that stream. B. Ferris, MMPR, Timmy Big Guns 36. And thank you guys for tuning in. We will be seeing y'all very soon. Thank you so much. We are going to be throwing a raid back over to MMPR. So hang around, get in there, and get loud. Thanks, guys.